It's an adventure world that we are creating, using our brain to get any way we can. So we tell these stories.
Good morning. 9:09.
Good morning. Yes, what he said.
This week's installment of Vinny is a study that Vinny's a part of.
Yeah, I am a control subject in a Parkinson's study being conducted at UBC. Today they're bringing me in to do an MRI to give them a look at a healthy brain.
And I get to tag along and check out what happens in the study, what's going to happen to Vinny, and kind of what's going on. So I'm super stoked about that.
Yeah, this is it.
Wow.
We're gonna have to fade out for a bit because we're not allowed to film in certain areas inside, but we'll be back.
We will be back. Once we get in the doors, there's no more filming.
Yeah.
My name is and I'm a registered nurse research coordinator here at UBC at the Center for Brain Health. Predominantly we work with patients who have Parkinson's disease, and then we also work with people who are healthy volunteers as well, because without healthy volunteers we wouldn't be able to compare our data.
One of the things I was interested in was the PET scan. So like you're following a tracer, and it sounds like you work backwards after you see the tracer.
Yeah, so the way that the scanners work is that they're basically recording the radiation. So what we do is we inject what's called a radio tracer, and that radio tracer highlights different parts of the brain that we'd be looking at. So in this case, with the PVR tracer, we'd be looking at inflammation. Once we reconstruct the data, we're able to see the areas of the brain that there could be inflammation based on tracer uptake. So the higher the uptake, the more inflammation in those areas.
And have you guys looked at my data yet from my scans
I believe
before?
that they are looking at the healthy volunteer data right now. So
Nobody's come back and said, that Vinny guy, there's something wrong there. No.
And because we're actually still trying to learn what a healthy level of inflammation is. So we still need to get quite a few more in order to really be able to determine what a normal healthy underlying level of inflammation might be. Because of course there's variability within every person, and so you really need a lot of people to be able to say that that's
12 data points is not
average.
enough for any kind of scientific work.
Like 45% of people are mixed finders, 45% of people are high binders, and about 10% of people would be the low binders.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're not a low binder?
I believe
I don't know.
you.
What was I?
What was that? So you are a mixed binder.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to change, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going
Okay.
to get changed. Be right back.
Okay, Vinny.
They're not the open back things I was expecting, so that's cool. On the downside, you don't get to see my ass today.
I would go like this. Okay, Vinny, good luck.
Thanks.
Catch you later.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. Shadow dancing. I'm in a good spot here. Vinny's back in his normal clothes. He's all done laying there. To kind of end this sequence, I want to share what's compelled me the most about this involvement with Vinny helping out, and why it was so exciting for me to say yes and follow him for the day. From my perspective, I love how Vinny is using the Guinness World Record to be a platform for brain health and not the reciprocal. It's holistic, it's humble, it's everything that is right. He's using it as a platform to spread knowledge, and that's why I've been, one, so excited to be a part of it, and two, so passionate about trying to, I guess, be a part of it as well. Vinny's doing something amazing, but he's also doing something amazing for something amazing.
To be fair, there is a certain amount of vanity in the idea of holding a Guinness World Record. I mean, I am going to like that.
And he should like it a lot. And the reason he should like it a lot is because that's going to be his payoff for helping something bigger. Pause. And try.
Brain physiology is something that we really don't understand at all. What constitutes a healthy brain? What constitutes a damaged brain? We know more about the general workings of our solar system than we know about our brain. And that's always fascinated me, and the interactions between people and with ourselves, just in our heads. I couldn't say that I've studied a lot of it, and I'm definitely not a brain surgeon. But one of the things that I can do to contribute is to be a part of these studies. I was previously a control subject in a study that looked at schizophrenia and their ability or inability, as it were, to recognize facial expressions. I also contributed to a gut bacteria study, which has possible ramifications for Parkinson's and autism spectrum. Really, it comes down to, I'm not a brain surgeon, I'm not a scientist, but this is something I can do. I can contribute this to science, and I can do my event to contribute to the researchers that are doing this science. So, yeah, thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for being a part of this.
That's what I wanted to highlight. Vinny's moving forward and involving himself in science and studies of it. So it seems almost appropriate and fair that that can then also be a platform for which his personal achievement and his skill set of unicycling and juggling can also benefit science, and science in return can help promote his accomplishment. Both are really organic situations.
Yeah, same idea, where I'm not doing the science, but I can donate my body and my brain to science. It's the same idea with the world record. I can donate my effort to somebody else raising enough money for their research.
So to finish this, I wanted to relate it back to training as well, because that's the other end of the spectrum.
We're in the middle of week two of the training program that we established together. It's definitely showing value in the way my improvement is progressing, the way it was broken down, and the way I'm working on individual pieces instead of the gestalt. I never know if I'm pronouncing that right. Instead of looking at unicycle, now I'm looking at where my feet are on the pedal. Instead of looking at juggling, now I'm looking at where am I holding my arms. I can feel the improvement and the processing, and yeah, it's going very well.
Vinny was sharing with me on the
it's gonna work.
On the ride over, the most exciting thing that anyone who's built a program or a coach or anything like that can hear is that the person performing the task was able to perform the task while analyzing the task and adjusting on the fly. That is the most exciting thing to hear from a progression base. Now if there's a drop or a missed pedal, he can identify it, whereas before it was just a drop or a missed pedal. And
I know where to attribute any potential failings and say, okay, this is the piece I have to work on to prevent that in the future. And
it's like the number one way to train.
Incredibly helpful.
Super, super positive stuff is coming, and man, that world record is on thin ice. It's gonna be good.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah, well, how do you pronounce his name? It was like Oldie. So very exciting things on that front, and really cool study that is being done and Vinny was a part of. All around brain health. That's a huge topic. I like doing this.